this one away. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Lions at 9-7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Back to throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. Touchdown, Detroit! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they back up even further.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while, because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Now back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
They go play action here on first down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's one thing to get the interception. It was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now a dump off here complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Second and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Second and 9 now. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman as time expires in the first half.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on third down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Mahomes now to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 28, Lions 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's...
He's got a man, complete! And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On gain of 4, it's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's he caught up. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelce, for a big one. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelce. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
He'll return and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
So pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Henry up the middle. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw here. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it complete.
Something on film, but do you see? Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's a fumble. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we're acting an onside kick 80% of the time. The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
23. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
I don't need to.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Kansas City,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's